Patreon member shout out. Nothing is possible I have found. When my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, start all over again. Don't lose your confidence if you slip. Be grateful for a pleasant trip. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. What else? Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So today I'm going to go over a little bit about collecting. And I know I've talked about this many, many times before. Why have I talked about this many, many times before? Because I am nothing if not a collector. Am I the collector from Pokemon the movie 2000? I am merely a collector. I've done this many, many times with whether it be Pokemon, whether it be old school Pokemon cards, Dragon Ball Z stuff. One thing that I haven't gotten in, and why I'm a little slow to report on this, is actual physical collectibles. Now, a buddy of mine sent this to me literally less than a day ago. It was the last Superman statue, a physical collectible statue, October 13th, 3 October 13th, 2009, Superman Man of Steel statue. And that came out the year the movie Man of Steel came out. I remember I was in the military, saw that with a couple people. And that was the last one in global e-commerce. The last one in the world. As soon as my friend sent it to me, pretty much it had gotten bought up less than 12 hours later. Apparently this has happened with Batgirl, Harley Quinn, a bunch of the Harley Quinns that we just saw on the Veve app. Those that don't know, we had a drop the other day. I was only able to get the common, so I haven't gotten the rest of the set yet. I might, just because of points in the Master Collector program. I will be doing a video on that when that drops, but this is something where part of the reason I got into this is because it's disrupting collectibles, which it is. It's disrupting a lot of the, not only the fact that, hey, your kids can play with this, they won't break it, they can't. They could break the phone that it's on, or the iPad, or the tablet that it's on, but they won't be able to actually break those physical NFTs. Part of the reason I got it is because you don't have to store it at any different temperature, you don't have to worry about sunlight hitting it. They're meant to be played with. They're meant to be kind of displayed and, take pictures and have fun. And again, some of them are interactive, like the Slimer and the Ghost Trap, and that'll be. We're actually going to get new one. One of them will get an upgrade later this month, which I'm very excited about. But I guess I don't know if this was an intended consequence or this is an unintended consequence. But a lot of people are taking some of these NFTs that are based off of real physical statues, and they're buying the physical statues. Now, again, part of the reason I like this was that because I didn't have to collect a lot of the physical stuff. I have a bunch of friends that collect a bunch of the physical stuff. I would love to. I do have a couple of things. Again, most of my Pokemon cards that I had, I sold for the Omi token or some of the NFTs, just because I don't have room for them. I'd much rather have 10,000 NFTs as opposed to even 1,000 collectibles. Or I'm sorry. And vice versa. I'd rather have 1,000 NFTs than 10,000 collectibles. It works both ways. Just because I don't have the room for that. I know you see, look at the kitchen behind me. It's horrible. It's horrendous. Maybe one day, I got a rash. Maybe one day I will be able to go and have a slightly bigger place and maybe get a couple of them. I do plan to buy back some Pokemon cards. That being said, some of these physical collectibles, again, that one, $328, that's the last one that was available for that Superman. What can the next one be? The next one might go for double, if not triple that. It's like, well, the last one sold for $328. Why would the next one? Because you don't know when the next one's going to be available. That's a supply and demand issue. And again, I've seen this before in Pokemon, where, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. Okay, well, all it takes is a couple people like me to buy 6 first edition PSA 10 Blaine's Charizards or 6 first edition PSA 10 Blaine's Arcanines. Oh, wow, there's less than half of these today on the market than there were a week ago. I better buy these up. It happens, and what happens? It creates a squeeze. People start up buying more and more, and someone's like, well, I'm not going to list it for that because that got sold in 48 hours, so I'm going to list it for this. And even if it takes 5 or 7 days, I know I'm going to sell it for that record price point. And it does. And I'm no stranger to buying record price points for things. I still have the record price point for a first edition BGS 9 Charizard. It was about 60,000, 65,000. I honestly forget. And at the time, I had the record for the highest price point paid for that trophy Kangaskhan. Now, in Pokemon, not a confirmation, not saying that we have this, even though we all suspect it. If they do happen to go and give us not just Pokemon NFT statues like we have with Spider-Man or Superman, Batman, the big three, the Trinity, some of the most popular ones, doesn't mean that they won't also have cards. What you do is when you go on the app, and many of you have seen it. If you haven't, maybe it'll appear this time. When you go to open the app and it'll say, hey, start collecting, sometimes it'll show digital cards. This one does not. But sometimes it'll say digital cards over there. If they do that with Pokemon, I guarantee you also see a little bit of a bump in the physical Pokemon cards. Again, Charizard, first edition. What do you think is going to happen? Again, that might be a bad example because that's already like $300,000 for those. But what do you think is going to happen if they do it? Again, Pikachu first edition. Okay, well, you could have that from base set, Yellow Cheeks, Red Cheeks. You could have that from Jungle set. There's a couple of ways to get a first edition Pikachu. You could have it with a trainer. Lieutenant Surge has a couple of Pikachus in Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge. So, I've always said I'm going to get back into Pokemon. The only reason I sold it was for the Omi token. And when I got back, I was going to say maybe 2023, when this is a lot, and I would say, I'll take a couple $1 million and I'll buy, the trophy cards. But when they announce Pokemon, but let's just say when, and part of what they release are cards, they're thinking, again, their physical statues that they have of it, they're relatively rare. They're successful, but they're rare because people want them. They're very coveted. If they do that with Pokemon, there's a decent chance that there are some cards that you've never heard of. There's some decent chance that they don't do Charizard right away, and they might do a Illustrator Pikachu, that Pikachu Illustrator. They might do the Trophy Pikachus. They might do Tropical Wind, Trophy Kangaskhan, Super Secret Battle. I was like, what are those? And they are the trophy cards. Now, why? Because if they're going to do something, they want to do something that is the best. If they do something that is the best, that is a chance that they will do the trophy cards. They will do something that have limited artwork, or it has unique artwork, a limited release. A lot of the times they're not available in English. The rarest cards and the most expensive cards, most of them are not English cards. Again, you have the outlier, like that first edition base set 10 Charizard, PSA 10 Charizard. You have those, but that's just because that's the Charizard rookie card. Everyone wanted one. He's the most popular. Well, he's the most coveted, that card, and it's rare. People love Pikachu, but there's so many of those Pikachu to go around. Not that many of Charizard. There is a chance that they go full Japanese. Again, America is the foreigner when it comes to Pokemon. That's a Japanese company. We always like to say, oh yeah, these foreign cards, we're the foreigners. The original, unique artwork, like I said, limited release that are worth the most are all Japanese cards. So I'd read up on some of the ones that I just mentioned. Again, this is just speculation, but this is just kind of going over. And a bunch of people have said this before me. I'm not the first. Maybe I'm the first one to say this publicly. That is a public kind of figure, at least in this space. It might be a decent idea. I would tell the same thing to my friend Arya, Realty Investments. Hey, Arya, you should probably buy a couple of these, while we're in Atlantic City. I'm not in there right now. We just came back from there. Buy a couple of these physical NFT statues. A lot of people seem to be buying them up, and it'd be really cool to have the NFT version of that statue and vice versa. And you might say, Chavez, you've been pretty right all along. You have a pretty good track record. I'm going to go do that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Just giving my 2 cents here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithms. I will be going live again tomorrow. I just had a crazy weekend, but everyone say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. And everyone check out Star Helix and Veve Vault on YouTube, and at Not Star Helix and at David Don on Twitter. All right, goodbye, guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow. Wow.